Greetings, everyone. I'm Lorna Blake, and this is my husband,
Hi, I'm Joseph
Joseph
Countryman. Nice to meet
Countryman.
you.
And we want to share our Yang story, and it starts with Joe. So, you want to
Okay,
share?
yeah, so I've been a fan of a chef named Eddie Wong for a while, and I heard him interviewed, and he was talking about this guy named Andrew Yang who was pushing a universal basic income. And I've been fascinated with living wage for many years, and I've of the opinion that it's going to be really helpful to getting people a living wage to have a universal basic income. So I was really fascinated with the idea, and I'm so excited to know about the success of Andrew Yang and getting out there, getting the message out there enough that the popular support catches up. So I just want to encourage everybody out there. The ideas, when I share them with my coworkers and loved ones, for a lot of people, it's just common sense, and they get excited almost right away. Yeah, so it's a really cool opportunity, and we believe in humanity first, so it's a really great fit for our values as well to support Andrew Yang and his candidacy. Lorna?
Great. So, Joe had been talking about Andrew Yang and universal basic income for some months, I think, and I never got it. I didn't get it, and I don't know why I didn't get it. But we just had a trip to Africa where we were in Ghana, West Africa, for about 2 weeks. And during that time, I had the opportunity to be on the slave river site, walk in the in the footprints of my ancestors barefoot. And so I got to feel the agony of what they went through in being chattel slaves, right, where they were dehumanized so that people could become wealthy off of making them slaves. And then I had the opportunity to be in the slave dungeon, and that was really, really traumatic for me. But it was the first time that I would give myself the opportunity to face the horror of this. There's nothing that can compare to being there. I'd read stuff in books, and I think I tried to avoid it. Long story short, I came back to America feeling disillusioned and sad and heartbroken, knowing that this system, this capitalist system as we know it, really profited off the backs and the blood of my ancestors. And I wanted something different. And all of a sudden, Joe mentioned Andrew Yang's name and universal basic income. And I heard it clearly for the first time. I then looked him up. I didn't listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, but I just went and YouTubed him. That's the best way to describe it. And immediately it connected because he said he believes in human-centered capitalism. I then went and found a book, the book that he's written, The War on Normal People, and that, got me down this rabbit hole where I got yanged, so to speak. And so now I've joined a gang for the very first time in my life. I had no idea that I would be part of Yang Gang, but here I am. I feel very excited now where I came back really disillusioned. I'm feeling great, and I want people to know that we are humanitarians. We believe in humanity first. And I want to see a system that values people over profits. I want to see a system that cares more about humanity than about money, that wants to take care of its citizens, that really America can now be the place, right, an example for the rest of the world. And that for me is really important. Is there something else that you wanted to share on that?
Yeah, just, this is the beginning, and I first heard Bernie Sanders talk about creating a movement that would continue to mobilize after an election for him, and then we've seen Trump do it to a certain extent in his presidency, where he's continued to have rallies even after being elected. So let's make this something where we get Andrew Yang and like-minded people into positions of power, and then that's just a starting place for us to bring humanity back to the way we do business, and also to the way that we conduct politics. And create policy in our wonderful country, and all around the world. So it's just a step-by-step thing, but let's remember to make this sustainable and to start making strategies for moving forward. I think we can accomplish a lot of great things within our lifetimes.
Wonderful. So that's our story. Thanks so much. Talk
Have a
to you
wonderful
soon.
day. Take care.
Bye bye.